afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, December 7th, and it's actually cold. I'm freezing, but, it's a good day. I have a wonderful man here today, and I have another guest coming. She's having car problems with the Uber, so she's going to be late. So I'll introduce, just for a minute, Luigi Squeegee. Did I say it right?
You said it absolutely right.
But I didn't spell it right, I'm sure. I didn't spell it right.
Yeah.
So welcome, Luigi.
Thank you for having me, Valentina.
I think I sat with you at one of Steve Vaccaro's events.
Correct.
And we were hanging out at the table.
Yes, we were chatting.
You?
It was me at the, you were sitting down. You were giving away gifts, I believe, gift baskets and things you do, and promoting your books.
Yeah, that was you.
I stopped by your table and we chatted for a while, and you made a great impression to my heart. And
oh, you're sweet.
We spoke about charitable and giving back to kids. Right. And that's how we met at Steve Vaccaro. It was about a year ago.
Yeah, and I think that bar had no oven that day, and I brought macaroni, and we couldn't heat it.
That was your macaroni? That was the best macaroni ever.
But you guys ate cold macaroni that day.
Wow.
So I do remember you, but I haven't seen you in a long time. So.
Yeah, it's been a year. Life happens for everyone, and I've been working on things with kids. I do every year, and as you do, and Steve Vaccaro and everyone from Long Island. I love Long Island, by the way.
Do you? But you don't live here, right?
I would love to live here. If someone move me in, I'll move in.
Yeah, but it's expensive to live here, right?
But you guys are very charitable and do a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's part of the genes. I don't know about living
Strong
here.
Island. That's what I call it, Strong Island.
You thought, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting you should say that, because I know a lot of people from Strong Island. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You have?
Yes, I've been out there. Been around with Teresa Farrell.
Oh, yeah. I actually worked with her many years ago with governors.
She's a great person.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, Gigi.
Yes, I know her too.
These guys all adopted me like a little brother.
Yeah. Well, there's so much going on with everybody. Everybody is doing so many different things.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. It really is.
And especially the times we're in now.
Well, it's bad times.
Everyone that has a good heart and wants to give back from the kindness of their heart, we need more of that, because in the news these days, people don't talk about the positive things people do. It's every time you turn on the news channel, it's something negative. Yeah. So seeing podcasts like yours is amazing to hear and see other people's stories through your platform. Yeah.
So we talk here about everything and nothing.
Oh. It's okay.
Which is fun. So we talk about baseball, sports. We talk about doctors, lawyers, bad knees, dogs, cats.
Bad backs too?
Bad backs. People bring their dogs on. We just everything and nothing, because it's a wide spectrum. So your fan base could be just about anyone. And then we have performers on a lot.
Nice.
And we love the performers because they kind of make the show a little better. Mm-hmm. And the first part I ever did this kind of stuff was with Steve.
Nice.
Many years ago. He taught me, because I was with him a few times doing some things, and with my book. And he used to call me for people to put on his show. And so it's funny how so many years and so many changes.
Yeah.
But
what you guys do, from Steve to you to Ray Negron to everyone here in Long Island, giving people the opportunity to shed light on positive stories and inspirational stories.
Right.
You never know who's watching, and it can inspire a young guy or a young child or
it's
anyone
very true.
out there.
Even we have kids come in sometimes, you know, and just watch. Mm-hmm. But it's been a long, it's almost 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, for us. We had our 300th show 4 weeks ago. And it was so great. We had such a good time.
So I'm number 306?
Yeah, actually, I could tell you exactly. You are. No, how did you know that? You're the 306th show.
That's God's work.
I keep records. I'm crazy. Yeah. I'm a little nutty that way.
Yeah, but it's amazing to have 306 episodes.
I know. I still can't believe it.
That's 306 stories. So imagine how many more stories.
Well, and there's usually 2 to 4 people on the show. Mm-hmm. Not always. When I'm not that lucky all the time, but. Mm-hmm. People come on a lot for PR too.
Yeah.
And charities, of course. Mm-hmm. And anyone, in case you know anyone, could sponsor a charity, be on.
Yeah.
We're doing that for the holidays. So
nice. Yeah.
Someone sponsors the
It's
charity.
always good to get back to,
yeah,
during
because
the
a lot of them, and then they're nervous, and then they learn how to do it. And then eventually they do their own.
Yes, that's true.
And now everybody in everywhere has a podcast.
Yeah, and it's,
don't you believe that?
I think the pandemic has,
that's what happened.
Given the opportunity for many people to have creative ideas.
Yeah, and I tell you something, I never thought I could do it.
And here you are.
And I'm actually eating sharing today, and I didn't screw it up yet. Because sometimes I do, and then I have to wait till I go home. But it's, to do this and that, and it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, no, definitely. Multitasking is not easy, especially when you're caring and giving.
Yeah.
It's hard to maintain all these things. But what you do, I applaud you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And it's truthful from the heart, because a lot of people don't see at home that this is not easy to do. And especially... write down notes. You get a person on and you want to know their story.
Yes.
And you have to do your research. So you have to...
306
people is not easy.
No.
So you have to pat yourself on the back that you're doing a good job.
It all happened, though, because of crises.
Yeah.
It's you talk to people because of crises, or because of new businesses, or because of singers, or just because they... did something different.
Yeah.
And, as far as today's news, unfortunately, it's very hard to watch it.
Yeah, I don't turn on TV mostly. I just turn it on for the weather. I'm like an old man.
Yeah, well, it is now. It's tough.
Because you're seeing kids, and I have a foundation for kids.
Yes.
Called Squeegee Children's Literacy.
Yeah, let's talk about that. It says here that your charity, it's all about you talking to a lot of kids all the time to keep them on the upswing of doing good instead of bad.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got that absolutely right. The Children's Literacy was founded. I created it because of the likes of Derek Jeter, who played for the Yankees, the captain, who was a Hall of Famer, gave me the nickname Squeegee. And when I was a Batboy, I used to help him with his foundations called Jeter's Turn 2, which is still in existence to today. He helps a lot of urban kids in inner cities. And here's a man that made tons of millions of dollars playing the game of baseball. Came from a town, Kissimmee. Nobody knew who he was.
Where is Kissimmee? Isn't that Florida?
I haven't.
You don't know?
I have not. No, I'm sorry. Kazeloo. Sorry.
Kazeloo.
Yeah, I
don't know that one.
Me neither. And we didn't know, but seeing his personality, meeting him, and seeing how he would, as a player, up and coming star, would reach out to kids in wheelchairs while he was working. And it inspired me to be like him and do the things he did. Him and his sister, Charlene, have a foundation called Turn 2. And it gives the opportunities for kids to get jobs, stay in school, get scholarships. And this is a man that's given back and now is retired, but he did it through his playing career as well.
Really?
So Squeegee's Literacy came about because of Derek Jeter showing me the ropes at a young age, 15, 16 years old, going to his events and seeing how he runs. He would trust me with putting all the invites, getting the paper, inviting the celebrities. And it taught me, and that's something I wanted to do. So at 22 years old...
He was your mentor?
Yes. Yeah, he was definitely a mentor, one of my mentors.
I'm sure you had a lot with the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. So I can't ask you who your favorite one was, because that wouldn't be right. But who did you have the most greatest, kind of connection with?
Well, my childhood idol, David Bryan Cohn.
David Bryan Cohn. I wish I knew a lot about it. I don't. Tell me about him. David Bryan Cohn.
He's a sweetheart. He's an American icon. Well-loved, well-respected in the game. Saved baseball. In 1994, he was a union president. Went and represented the players' union at the White House. He didn't wait for the strike to continue. He took matters into his own hands. He went to the White House, reached out to Sotomayor, and they got a politician that she's still in the district, and helped him get the baseball back on track.
Wow.
And this is the kind of man that David is. He would give his shirt off his back for you. And he's Irish.
He's Irish.
Yes.
Well, we love the Irish here.
The guy of the luck. And he pitched the perfect game in 1999, July 18th, a historical day. It was Yogi Berra Day. It's the first time Yogi Berra came back and made amends with George Steinbrenner, the boss of the New York Yankees. And they made a Yogi Day. And on this day, it was the third inning. It was a hot, muggy day. It starts raining.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, we got a 45-minute rain delay. And my childhood idol, David Cone, needed someone to warm up with instantly because they told us play will resume in 5-10 minutes. So in a unique way, never done before, we started warming up in the valves of the old Yankee Stadium, and the pipes were real low. I had no catching gear, and these professionals, they throw 90 plus miles per hour.
Yeah, I guess you could have gotten hurt.
Yeah, but since I knew how to catch, David Cone asked me to get in the catcher's position. We warmed up for 30 minutes, and that's the only warming up he did. As play resumed, fans started noticing after every inning he was perfect.
Really?
Getting everyone up and down, perfect. The ninth inning, pop-up to Scott Brocious, the third baseman. Yankee Stadium felt like the Pope was there. Elvis was playing. It felt that much of goosebumps on everybody when that man caught the ball. It was you hear the announcers yell, "David Cone, immortality. He's pitched a perfect game," all over broadcast radio. He put himself in baseball immortality.
And so you hung out with this Mr. Cohen, and he was like...
And he told me, he said, "You were my good luck charm," and gave me a watch that he gave all his teammates, an Ebel watch, as a gift, a token of gift for helping him achieve this great feat. And all of a sudden, we're still best of friends today. Him and his wife, Taja Beatball, who I thank a lot, and his son, Sammy Cone, have helped me and my kids and helped a lot of urban kids through my foundation. And these guys are so generous that they're always giving to people that need, and because they have, and they've done this for so many years, and this is what they want me to do, is continue to do that.
So once you start a foundation, which I know because I had many, right now I do help foundations, but I'm not on top of like managing it anymore because I had to take some time off and start planning my new future because I had gone through a lot of changes myself. You never give it up.
No.
Because it's in you.
It's in your heart.
And you love the kids and you love to see, and you like to see them learn.
Yeah. The most important thing that you can take out of when you go visit a kid in a school or a hospital is when you give something that out of your kindness of your heart.
Right.
And the kids smile. It's like from ear to ear.
Yeah.
And you don't get paid for it, but that's what makes your heart rich.
I agree with you.
It's just to see that kid say thank you and appreciate it, because a lot of these kids are, underprivileged, come from broken homes. So you can relate to them because of the struggles that I've been through as a kid growing up in the Bronx. I could relate to the struggles of not having money, my parents not having enough. And so when I see a kid like that, and now that I'm fortunate enough to give back and have my platform, why not?
Exactly. Well,
because it's God's work.
It keeps you healthy. It keeps you busy. It keeps you meeting great people. And if you're lucky, you get a few volunteers along the way. I love volunteers, but it's hard because they cannot always make it. Yeah,
you can't depend on someone, but where there's a will, there's a way. Right. And I always said that, and God always finds, and I'm grateful, always has found a way for me the last 11 years to give back to kids in schools, school supplies, book bags.
So you're working on a program right now.
Yes.
So we heard about it, so a few of us, we pitched in a little bit. So this is for five, it's you said $5 a child, right?
Yes, correct.
So this is for 10 girls.
Wow, nice.
Okay, because we can't, I don't know. Unless you want to split it 5 girls and 5 boys.
No, it's okay.
You could do that. And this is something to put, with it. Okay, and this is just a cute little thing, all right? And that's from us at the show.
The
and
Long
that's
Island Breakfast Club, donating to kids in the Bronx for Squeegee Children's Literacy Christmas toy drive is amazing. Thank you.
And that's from my volunteers.
Thank you, guys.
So I want to thank Susan and Jenny and
Thank
Therese.
you, Susan. Thank you,
Greg.
Grace.
And and Patrick, because
Patrick
he's not a volunteer. He's a volunteer, but he just helps a lot. He's
the kids from the Bronx appreciate this, and I promise you, I would take pictures and mention you guys.
Send us a text on the picture.
Thank you guys so much.
That's for you. That's for them. So
thank you.
I figured you could buy something because we're all shopping so much, and you know what they need.
Yeah, we actually I go 2 days before is on December 22nd. I go 2 days before with a volunteer named Jovan. We will be going to Five Below, and me and her.
Oh, you're gonna get so much at Five Below. Forget about it.
And we're gonna go to Five Below and get these gifts for 43 kids. There's 23 boys and 20 girls, and it's a daycare center in the Bronx. And these kids really don't have to get their parents don't have to get them a Christmas gift. So when it was brought to my attention by Jovan from my neighborhood, I said, it was a no-brainer. I said, I'm on it. I did my own digital flyer. And I said, I will help these kids and thank you guys and everyone else that has donated, because now we get to get gift wrapping papers to wrap these gifts for them and put a smile on these kids' faces for Christmas.
And it's a lot of fun. I did it all the time.
I got elf ears, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we even get like hotshot ladies sometimes to dress up in the cute little Mrs. Claus, the young ones, not the old ones. So, but that's like we do a lot of that here.
Yeah, it's very
And on the 21st December, we have our big Christmas show here.
I could attend that, and I could stay for a little bit.
Okay,
but I'll come and then support.
Thank you. Well, bring whoever, because we always like more people. And bring a Yankee.
Yeah.
Bring Ray. Well, what Ray's been here
they're
before.
In town.
Steve comes sometimes too. It's just he's so busy.
Yeah, Bob, my friend.
Bob is singing. And
I love Bob.
Do you know Jerry Ferretti?
Probably by face.
He's an Elvis singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's singing too. So they'll both sing, one the beginning, one the end.
I love Elvis.
Yeah. So you have to come and bring some friends.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but today is Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
So I want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
And it is also my niece, Nora Harkin's birthday.
Happy birthday.
My little doll. She's a redhead. She's a beauty. It is National Cotton Candy Day.
Cotton candy.
And it is Pearl Harbor Day.
Pearl Harbor.
Did you know all these things?
I did not know.
See, I do a lot of research.
You do. You're good at it.
And it is Rhonda Kilch's birthday. She's 51 today. She's this great
51st birthday
lady that is gorgeous, that helps people with finances that get in trouble, and then she helps them fix their credit and all that.
Good
job. So happy
51st.
birthday to all of them. And then one of our friends opened a new restaurant. It's called what's it called, guys? It's on Berry Avenue in Merrick, and it was called the Anchor Down, and it is now called the Rabbit.
The Rabbit.
And it is great. We went the other night, and his name is Steven Rosenbluth, and he's a doll, and he cooks on the show once in a while.
We'd love to come taste your food at the Rabbit.
Yes, and he's a great guy too. So he's right in Merrick, and it was very like near the water a little bit, and then they closed down for a while, and then he had a flood, and now we just fixed the whole place up, and it looks great.
God bless him.
So we went and had a nice little time for the opening, so that was good. And
the Rabbit.
Yeah. So, but I do a lot of research on the days of, what today stands for, and there's so many things that people don't know.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
You informed me today.
There's a calendar you can sign up on Facebook where it sends you a message what today is.
I did know Hanukkah because
today's Hanukkah
because David Cohn's wife and his mother-in-law Lala, who are Jewish, and they wrote on Facebook, and I did say Happy Hanukkah to them, and they have taught me and my kids about the Jewish holidays, and I'm very appreciative of them. And so I did know that, but the Pearl Harbor shocked me.
Yeah. So now, have you ever gone to a Seder or that kind of a celebration? I haven't.
Yeah, I've been in Miami with Taja. Oh, it's amazing. The food, they give you desserts. You pray before you eat, and then you eat. You have like a whole gathering with everyone. I went to one with Taja in Miami to bring in the new year last year, and it was such an amazing time, and I would love to do it again, and I recommend it because it's so peaceful and you feel the love.
Yeah, anytime you sit with people, so the first thing we usually do on the show is everybody gets Italian bread. But today you're getting bagels because the bakery was closed. I don't know why. Okay. Because we like to break bread with people.
Thank you.
That's part of that's like a big thing here.
Okay.
So you get to bring it home and have it with your wife. Put it in the toaster oven because they're cold because I have them in the freezer.
I'm coming on the show more. It's food. That's all I want.
Always food here. Always food.
Yeah.
And it's a shock to lots of people.
Yeah.
And in my book, there's some stories about how I met some really great people. Mm-hmm. And it's because I always come with a loaf of bread.
Wow. Nice.
And that's how I got in to see people. Like, example, the Ohika Castle? Have you ever been there? Well, it's a beautiful place.
I would love to visit.
And I met the owner, Gary Melius.
And that's how you...
And I was going for an interview.
Nice.
But I never thought I'd meet him. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I did have an interview with the manager, but the steps were like, forget about it. And I lost my shoes on the top of the steps.
Cinderella.
Like Cinderella. Nice. So there's a whole chapter in my book about the day I lost my shoes like Cinderella and met the big shot in the castle.
That should be your next book.
I know. And we became fast friends. Mm-hmm. And every now and then we do something at the castle. But, it's a great place to go for an anniversary. It's not cheap, but it's beautiful. And you get to eat breakfast there. As part of the thing. So it's a nice gift for your wife.
Yeah. Well,
you ever want to do something different, but it's kind of expensive.
Depends if she's nice or naughty.
No, I'm sure she's very nice. I can't wait to meet her today. And so there's a lot of different stories in there about a lot of funny things. Mm-hmm. A lot of things about how when you go on an interview, the questions you get asked.
Oh yeah.
I mean ridiculous.
I mean, I've been on CNN. I've been on a lot of major mainstream and podcasts as well. Mm-hmm. And I've been asked some weird questions off topic, and I've never shy away from any question. Yeah. Because you never know who needs it out there. It could be the answer can be a survival guide for someone watching.
Do you if you need permission or no? Because you're your own boss.
No, yeah, I don't need.
So you don't need permission. Yeah, well, I don't either now, but I used to.
Yeah, it's tough when you have someone you work for. You have to.
Yeah, because they don't want you to get that.
Yeah, so I like to be open. I'm an open book. When I wrote my book, Clubhouse Confidential, when that was 12 years ago, and I did it because I wanted people to see that it was a dream job. It was a great job. But at the same time, the hard work that goes into it, because people think that you're a bad boy, that it's all glamorous. Yeah. And it's tough work, as long hours. Sure it is.
Look who finally came. Hello, honey. Nice Caroline Woods, Candice, Leonte Woods.
Leonte.
Look at how beautiful you look.
Thank you.
You look wonderful. This is Luigi Squeegee.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Oh, really?
Your lucky day to meet this gentleman.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, too.
She came from a very long trip. How far did you come from?
From Alabama.
Alabama.
Wow, God bless.
Home of the Roll Tide.
That's right. Love Alabama.
Wow. I still can't believe you came all the way from Alabama.
Yes, I did.
I know. And you've been here for a few days?
I came in on Wednesday.
Yes. And you're having a ball, I'm sure.
Yes. We've been to Times Square. We've been everywhere.
Times Square, bright lights, big city.
We love Times Square.
Right?
Yeah. She's taking a picture.
Yeah.
There she is, taking a picture. And I see you have two beautiful girls with you.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that your daughters?
Oh, Malaysian
good.
journey.
We're going to get to talk to you in a little bit. So, first of all, you had your first experience in an Uber.
Yes.
And she called me before and she said, I'm going to be late.
Yes, I was so nervous. It was a nerve-wracking.
Welcome to New York. No one's ever on time.
So I'm not used to this kind of traffic. Now, Atlanta, Georgia has a lot of traffic, but this is beyond crazy, like all this traffic over here.
Yeah, it's congested around the time. It's actually rush hour. And after work is kind of hard, but this is the first time I meet someone from Alabama.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, me too. I've never been there.
It's a nice place.
Is it cold then?
Right now it's like 54, 55, which is very warm compared to here.
Wow. Yeah. Here is cold. Huh?
It is.
It's good to visit.
Yes.
But but I'm glad that you took your daughters to Times Square because it's very meaningful. That's where the ball drops. A lot of history's there. Got talking about Elvis, Frank Sinatra. Got a lot of history in Times Square, and the lights can be attractive and inspirational. So, how did you guys like Times Square?
Yeah, we
did you see the cowboy with the hat with no clothes on that's covered up?
I think we saw
Playing with
that.
the guitar.
Yeah. We saw somebody that was like that. I don't know if that was the same person.
Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah, there's only one. Yeah.
There's only one of him.
Right.
Yeah, he's the most famous one.
Yeah.
So let's finish talking about the book. So you wrote Clubhouse Confidential.
Yes.
Which is about what?
It was about my time as a New York Yankee Batboy for 8 seasons and the relationships I had with famous players as Derek Jeter, Tino Martinez, Andy Pettit, just to name a few, Mariano Rivera, and just talking about the personal intel of how they treated me like a little brother and the historical things we did together as we won 3 world championships. I got to travel the world at 15 years old to 22 years old and got to, rub elbows with greats that showed me how to give back to my communities. And even though that they are in a star and limelighted way and still get looked that way. So the book is very inspirational. It shows the ups and downs of my life, that no one's perfect, and also shows that you can overcome. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can be successful. And,
well, that's very true.
Don't let your environment dictate or define who you are.
Right.
And then my second book,
that's called The Lucky Baseball,
which is a children's book. It's an inspirational book that my mentors, Darryl Strawberry, who's a baseball player for the Yankees and the Mets, and David Cohn, who is my utmost mentor and childhood idol, we got together and I made them as cartoon characters. It talks about all ethnic groups together as one, with me being a baseball as a cartoon that got bullied as a kid, overcame all those obstacles and turned a negative into a positive. And here are my mentors who saved me and put me into the positive road and gave quotes for the books, David Cohn and Darryl Strawberry, which is doing great on Amazon and in Barnes and Noble.
It is? Yeah, I'm sure Christmas time. And everybody's going to want to buy The Lucky Baseball.
And it's funny because I made the baseball as me that was sad and looking for friends.
You're the baseball.
And the human is Derek Jeter.
Oh, geez, that's something.
He brings the baseball and holds his hand. He goes, "You're going to be my best friend." Makes the ball feel good, and this ball brings luck to all his mentors.
That's a great story.
Yeah, so it's very inspirational.
So they go to Amazon, The Lucky Baseball. That's how they get it.
It's called The Lucky Baseball by Louis Castillo on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles.
That's great. So the first thing we do on the show is we break bread with our guests.
Okay.
So this is for you to take home. Actually, you can break it with your children later. See, everybody gets bread because we believe in breaking bread and keeping the relationship going.
Okay.
That's right.
And then we start to talk about different things. Today, what you missed is Pearl Harbor Day. Mm-hmm. And you're supposed to take the kids for National Cotton Candy Day.
Okay.
So you need to do that while you're here today because that's a good day.
So it's happening now?
Yeah,
today is National Cotton Candy Day. Did you know that?
Cotton candy.
No. And so there's a lot of things you can get when you look up National Day. Mm-hmm. Your mom to really buy you something.
Yeah.
If you look it up, every day is a different day.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And it's Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
to
Hanukkah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So now I met you from Facebook, correct?
Yes,
That's how we met, which is really how I meet a lot of my clients, believe it or not. And I never knew how gorgeous you are because we really never exchanged a lot of pictures.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of pictures of when you were a baby, right? When you came, you sent me.
Yes.
Because you've been writing for a long time, correct?
Yes.
So let's talk about you. Candice, do we call you Candice?
Candice.
But do you use Candice Woods or, because I know you have a few different names here.
Oh, Candice Woods.
Candice Woods. I like that.
Thank you.
All the way from Alabama.
Yes. I just saw this as a wonderful opportunity, so I just took up on it.
You know what? I give you credit.
Yeah.
You look like you're very young, so I mean, whatever. And it doesn't matter how young you are, but you got on that plane with your 2 beautiful girls. You made a little vacation of it, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We have enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, and you're enjoying yourself, and you're here in the big New York.
Yes.
And you get to meet Luigi Squeegee.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Luigi Squeegee.
That's what they call
You
him.
wrote a book?
Yes. Christina's
So let's
pen
talk
pal.
about it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
It's called Christina's Pen Pal.
Yes, ma'am.
And is it a coloring book or?
Well, it's a children's book. It has illustrations.
Oh, you take a look at it.
And it focuses on Christina. She got a pen pal assignment from her teacher. She's in the 6th grade, And so she's the only child. So she has a friend, Alyssa, but she always have wanted like a friend, like to write back and forth with.
Right.
So she
look at that beautiful
the teacher
thing.
gave her an assignment. So she always wanted to visit New York. So her teacher, she gave her the assignment, and so she wanted her pen pal to be from New York.
Wow.
So that's where the pen pal gonna be from,
New York.
Well, this
She was wondering, would she be nice? Would she be mean? Or would she be a he?
Right, she didn't know what she was gonna receive.
Right, pen pals can be from anywhere in the world.
What made you write this? It's unique. I'm intrigued.
Right. Well, it just my inspirations for my books. I don't know. It just come to me naturally. Like I don't never get writer's block.
You don't? I do.
I don't at all. I don't never have to. The characters just come to me just into my mind just naturally.
So when did you start writing? When you were how young?
Okay, well, when I was like in the 7th grade, I used to write children's. Well, I used to put my sisters and my mom and my dad in the books.
That's nice.
But I stopped. I stopped. I don't know why I stopped.
Maybe at 13 when
I turned 13.
When you get you get weird at 13.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
girls and then girls get mean for a few years at 13, and then they become human again.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice to know. Now I know.
No, it's definitely true. It's definitely true.
But so back in 2021, a coworker, we were just talking, and we were just talking about like side hustles and things to make extra money with. He was like, "Well, what are you good at?" And I said, "I'm not good at doing hair, not good at doing makeup, none of the stuff the other girls are good at." But he was like, "What is your hobby?" I said, "I used to like to write books when I was a little girl." So he said, "You should try to do that." So in July of 2021, I sat down. I said, "I'm gonna write some books." So I wrote 5 children's books in 1 month.
What?
Nice.
And I already wrote the second part to Christina's pen pal.
Nice.
And now you publish through Christian Faith all the time, or just
that one time? Now my second book, children's book, is getting published in London right now.
London? Terrific!
Congratulations!
You're amazing.
Thank you. And this is my romance novel that I finished.
Oh, is it done?
Well,
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's not published yet. I just finished. It's called Yellow Dandelions, and it's 97,000
Yellow Dandelions. Wow, you're very organized.
Yeah, I printed it out, so I need to read over it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm trying to land me a literary agent. And I know
it takes a long time, honey.
I know.
Well, you're the one here. I could guide you in the right direction to a literary agent. I don't want anything out of it because that's how I started writing, like you.
See
and
that?
I used to have a journal. People used to make fun of me, but you know what? I wrote 2 books that inspired and is sold worldwide.
Oh, really? Okay.
And you never stop dreaming. A man told me once, when do dreams end? I want to ask both of you that question. When do dreams end?
Well, you
when
answer
stop
first.
Dreaming.
Attaboy. Exactly. Old man told me that. He goes, you never stop dreaming.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how old you are.
Look, I'm 71. I'm
That's
still.
right.
It don't even look like it.
Well, thank you. That's a compliment. But I'm still at 71. I'm now in 2 films.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
And it only happened in the last 2 years.
Okay.
You never stop dreaming.
And I don't stop. And my next thing is maybe I'll make my own film in another 2 years.
Right.
Because once you do something new, then you learn something new, then you want to do the next thing.
Right.
That's right.
And it all happens sometimes when you're struggling. Because all of a sudden you're like, okay, what am I going to do next?
And I applaud you for that. 5 children's books.
Yeah.
That's
not easy.
unbelievable.
Because it took me 3 years to write my first book.
Oh, really?
It was an adult's book, which is a life story. So I really applaud, you giving that and giving inspiration to young kids and your daughters seeing that.
Those daughters are going to be
they're going to follow in your footsteps.
My youngest daughter, I think, is going to be just like me because she likes to read and likes to write too.
God bless.
How many children do you have?
I have 2.
God bless.
2.
No boys.
No boys. Well, girls are tough.
Yeah,
boys are easier.
Well, I
Yeah.
got 4.
You got 4.
4? How many?
4 boys.
4 boys?
Yeah.
So is
Are they
it
all-
easier?
Not really.
Not really.
I have one that's autistic, spectrum 3. Still funny, very challenging times.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's a tough one.
And then I have a 15-year-old who plays basketball in his high school. I have a 12-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Okay.
You have 2 babies.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I'm done. Factory closed.
Well, I hope so. You better shut those doors, that's for sure.
Yeah. But it's, inspiring when your kids can see their parents do something positive they trend to following that footstep, you know. And so you should be very proud of yourself.
Because I'm a very ambitious woman. I got so many stuff. I'm like,
well, that's good for you.
I want the New York Times bestselling author title. I know that's far-fetched, but I dream, and I can see it, I can believe, and I can manifest it.
Manifest it.
Yes,
right.
I just got
you need
some.
to. And do you do any? Do you get any articles written about you? Do you know how to do that?
No.
Okay, because I could tell you how to do that.
Yeah, please point me in the right
you know,
Mm-hmm.
the only way you do that is wherever you live. You start with your town.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to
the newspaper?
your local paper.
Paper.
You see who wrote the last story about something fun or something, and you call him up.
Right.
And then you get his email.
Okay.
And then you send him the copy of the book. And you would like to talk to you.
Yeah.
Guaranteed you're going to get in that local paper. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have that in your portfolio.
Yeah.
So in one book, you have your book, you have your business card, you have your story about you. And then as you grow and grow, it grows and grows. Another paper, a better paper, and magazines about
They even
children's
pay you
books.
sometimes. Like
Yes.
the Daily News paid me, can't say the amount on air, but they gave me a good amount and put 2 pages of my book and story to promote it. 12
You were
years of my
lucky.
adult book.
Yeah, it's lucky.
And,
You were lucky.
you know, that's why it did so good. So what she's saying is absolutely true, to follow in those footsteps, because all you need is someone to see it, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow. And as you keep appearing on podcasts and interviews,
That's what helps you because it's going to
keep
stay.
promoting the message.
That's
in
what
your
I'm
book.
trying
So
to
now
do.
we're going to be sending this to your Facebook tonight.
Okay, good.
And then every day you're going to resend it.
Yeah.
They're going to say, what is she doing?
I'll even put it up on the page,
Yes.
and you get followers, and that's how it works.
And that's how it works. And that's what podcasts are all about.
Mm-hmm.
And years ago, like when I first started 4 years ago, everyone laughed at me.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast? What's that? I never heard of it.
Yeah, I want a podcast too.
Everybody does it now, honey. Everybody does a podcast.
That's true. And we were
Even
just talking
big,
about that.
Big companies do it.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
They start off small. And then you can start here, and you never know, you're on your own local news channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know people was asking me, well, are you going to be on live, like on TV, like CBS? I'm like, well, you start off small.
Yes,
and
that's
you
how it
gradually
starts.
climb.
That's
Well,
right.
I was on CNBC
Oh, really?
once.
One
It was the
time.
most exciting day of my life.
Yeah.
And they came here
Yeah.
because I used to help a lot of women that were losing their jobs. And I made them go ride a horse at a horse ranch.
Nice.
And we made a big thing about it. And Anderson Cooper came
Anderson
to West
Cooper.
Hempstead.
I love Anderson.
Only once in my life.
Yeah.
If I was working, that would have been $100,000 bonus.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was working for myself, so I got zero.
Yeah.
But that pushed it to another level.
That was your motivation.
That was. And that was the story. Like, she can't get a job, but sometimes that is a silly thing, but that is the story.
Yeah. It's that little small thing that takes you over the hump. And it's
Over the
like,
hump.
I've been like, when you go, I never expected to do this. I did this when I wrote a book, the 2 books that I wrote for kids. It was in the sense of not to be famous and not because I already lived my dream. It's to show kids like, look, I came from the gutter. I came from nothing. And I didn't let that define me. I didn't stay trapped in the 4 corners of the street. I wanted to see the 4 corners of the world. And I was blessed enough by God to do that at a young age. So now that God has given me the ability to have a platform, and the friends that I have that are in high places, I use those platforms to give back to these children, whether they're African American, Latino, Jewish, Mexican, you name it. I don't see color. I see that this is the future. I already lived my dream.
Right.
Now I'm 41 years old. I want someone to live their dream the same way, because when you come from the stomping grounds that we come from, it's hard to get out. It's like a bunch of crabs in a barrel fighting to get out.
Yes.
And only the ones on top, some of them make it. Why not everyone get a fair shot of opportunity?
Exactly. And if you're charitable to people, not so much in giving money, but I give time.
Yeah.
And I believe that's just as much as money.
Exactly.
And teaching someone something so simple. Like, have you done any talks in the library? You get paid to speak at the library.
I'm trying to get on.
Go to the children's
library.
director.
I'm supposed to be bringing to the kids. They haven't got back with me yet, but that's something that I would love to do.
Go to school.
And like nursery schools, things like that.
Yes.
And then the mothers will buy the book.
Right. And I want to go to a children's hospital and read to the kids. I don't know if they'll allow that.
Yes, they do.
Yes, you have to set it up with wherever hospital that's in your state just go to the main hospital, organize it with them a month before, meet with their organizer.
The corporate,
and then let them know that, hey, I want to go visit kids with cancer and things like that. That's things they've given back, because you sitting down reading to a kid with cancer who might not live, that long and has a short time. That book might be touching, and that's a memorable thing, and that's a good deed, and God repays you that back.
You have a lot of favorite authors here. Daniel Steele, Stephen King. I love those books.
Oral Stein.
And the Goosebumps collection, that's part of your favorites.
Yeah, I got this in my library. I read those over and over.
Yes. Nice. Well, I think this is a great friendship book, too.
But see, what I want to get out there is, because, pen pals don't exist anymore. And I feel like...
Well, online they do. I mean, emails.
Emails.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like the actual paper in the mail.
It's not as close.
Yeah.
We lost that old school feel.
And I love the old school. I really
Me too.
do.
Just going to the mailbox and reading it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And also, like in school, they don't really teach kids how to write a letter anymore. Like how to head the envelope. And, I feel like
that's very true.
Yeah. More teachers need to give a pen pal assignment. They can buy this book for their classroom.
Well, not only, yes, absolutely. It's a very good idea. So now let's talk about, first of all, you have people writing in. He's calling you Squeegee. Hello, my brother.
Hi, brother.
And he's saying, the boss says hello.
The boss.
You know who that is?
Ray.
Bob D'Amato.
Bob.
He thinks he's your boss.
Hi, Bob. Yeah, he is the boss. He's Steinbrenner. Yeah, that is the... Hi, Bob. How you doing?
He's also in a play, theater.
Okay, good.
And he plays... Acting. What did you play, Squeegee?
I play Ray Negron's cousin, a gangster going in the wrong route. And his cousin in real life did get killed. So I die in the play. But it's an impactful scene because, like we say... I'm not a gangster. I've seen things in the neighborhoods when I was a kid, and I don't want a kid to go through that. So me and Ray Negron, that scene with Bob, who's the boss, wanted to give Ray's cousin a second chance, and Ray tried to save his cousin from the streets, and unfortunately, he didn't listen. He wanted to do one last job for his friend, and got killed. So we teach kids...
Right.
That, this is why you stay in school and go the right route.
Exactly.
Right. So let's talk about the love book. This is a love book?
Yes, a romance.
Look at how many pages this reminds me of when I wrote mine.
It is amazing.
Wasn't as neat as this. I had stickies everywhere.
Oh, did you?
On everything.
This is the fun part.
Yeah. I have it home, though, like this, but a mess.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to print it out just to see how thick it was going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a big book.
Question, because I know we've been through it, and you've been through it probably as well.
Yeah.
When you're writing or typing and you misspell something, or you got to go back and you thought of something you want to put it back, do you crumble the paper and throw it away and start over again?
No, actually at first I started off on paper and I was like, I need to go ahead and start typing so I can see my word count, because I had a Pacific word count. I was supposed to stop at 50,000 words, and I kept going. It is just, I kept on coming up with different scenes, and I just kept going to. I was like, I got to stop somewhere, because I could have went on to 300,000 words. Yeah. I got a very creative imagination.
You do, for sure. And this is not easy. How long did it take you to do this, though?
2 years.
Oh,
and my dad went to pass on July the 5th of this year. And I don't look like what I've been through. If he hadn't passed, I would have finished. I was supposed to finish in July, and I stopped completely because of his death.
What motivated you after your dad's passing to...
Because I know he always congratulated. He loved everything that I did, because I'm doing YouTubing, and I'm taking acting and modeling classes. So he always just said I was his inspiration, and I'm always
that's great.
Doing
so
stuff.
He's watching you.
Yes, and so I knew I had to finish because of him.
So you did modeling too?
Yeah.
Talk about the modeling a little bit.
Okay, so John Casablancas, have y'all heard of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking classes with them. I'm almost graduated. I'll be graduated in January.
And you have a beautiful outfit on today. Yeah. This jewelry, I love
Claire's.
That's Claire's. That's you know what? That's compatible and looks great, and
I love Claire's.
And it's not expensive.
No.
It looks marvelous, and God bless your journey.
Thank you.
So, what after you graduate now, you're going to start trying to do some modeling?
I did my headshots for my portfolio and my full body shots. So I'm gonna try to do that as well. I got so much stuff that I'm doing.
Well, modeling is I mean, you have the body for it, you have the personality, and you have the beautiful hair.
Thank
You're
you.
going to do great. But again, you have to set yourself up with the right people.
Right.
Be careful.
Yes.
Because you do have to watch because you're a beautiful woman. Yeah. But you do have to basically network with the right people.
Yes.
And there are emails that you get if you Google modeling and the agencies that you can work with, but you did your own portfolio. That's how you do it. Yeah. Because they'll take your money.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
And they'll charge you thousands.
Get you no job. Yeah.
But see, I'm going to have representation from, with John Casablanca, because they the one going to, send me the casting calls and stuff and have a...
Right. I get casting calls too, but I don't do modeling. The only thing I'll model is my nails.
And they're pretty.
Yeah. Or I'll do my face. But that's
good
it.
that, she's the right person to talk to with leading in
I'm glad I met
programs.
her.
And, I do a lot of PR. I help
her book here is about 70-something women.
Yeah, a lot of women.
So you're in the right hands, like she was saying, because out there's a lot of people that would try to take
you
advantage.
over the coals. I've had it, so I got there already the hard way.
And there's actually scams with
publishing.
Publishers.
Oh
yeah.
Yes, I got to watch out for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is if you can publish on your own, that's great, and then you can always get.
Traditional,
the regular publishing after.
Yeah, traditional publishing, which is the big companies, but it's
expensive too.
Yes.
But you're much more organized than I was.
I try.
Yeah, you are. You're very good.
And what's the name of this one? Yellow
Dandelions.
Yellow dandelions. Do you know what the cover's going to look like yet?
I know I kind of wanted like a yellow background, maybe.
Right.
With Julie sitting at a park bench, so that's what it focuses on.
Julie's the main character. And she wants to fall in love.
Fall in love. She don't believe in love because she has had a toxic relationship, and she likes to do journalism,
which is good for people that are in crisis.
Stuff.
Yes.
Right. So she's sitting at a park bench, and she loved it. Her favorite flower was the yellow dandelion, and it's surrounded by yellow dandelions.
I've held my tongue. Because I was going to say why you should, and I said, remember when I said 306, God works, I'm a godly man. I told her that I would guess 306 without knowing, and she looked at the paper.
How many shows? And I had to look it up.
And I didn't see it, and she goes, how did you know? And I'm telling you, I was going to open my mouth to tell you why you don't have a African-American nice little lady with a yellow outfit and a yellow rose out head skipping in the park, and you said a bench.
That's confirmation.
You're on it.
That is.
Yes.
That's karma.
Yeah. Good karma, yes.
And he's going to help you.
Yeah. I just had the idea. I don't know how to draw.
But that's a help. But if you need an illustrator, we know plenty.
Yeah.
When you're ready. Because you got to pay for that too. Everything costs money.
It does. But that's creative, man. And just keep it up because, like I said, those girls looking at you, and there's many other kids out there that need the help and need your story to be told. There's 8 million stories. She has a story. You have a story.
Yeah,
everybody has a story.
And I meet a lot of different people in this work. Right. And they're all good stories. And I could tell you one thing. You said you've been through a lot. Having gone through a lot makes you stronger.
It does.
And you're going to be so happy because you're going to say, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing lately. And some people are going to say you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They told me I was crazy a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
you keep going because you're doing God's work.
And then when you got your first book, complete this. What did you do that day? I'll tell you what I did, and everyone thinks it's hysterical. What did you do when this came in the mail? Like, what were you waiting?
Excited. I drank me a glass of wine, and I told my family and my friends, and I made a post on Facebook, and I was just excited. I couldn't believe I was actually a published author. It was just amazing.
Life changes.
And people think you have to go to school to be an author. You don't have to go to school. An author is someone who just writes a book.
But the word author changes your whole composition of yourself.
It does.
Because once you get experience in speaking, you get paid to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
So one book, and usually after you write one, you write another and another.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's what I learned from my publisher. She taught me that. And then I started to do how to write a book with her. And we would get people interested in writing books.
Yeah.
And that's really how I grew, Yeah. But again, I'm not writing right now, but I'm doing other things because of the writing.
Right. Is that
helping others, which is another helpful way because it's opening up doors for other people. And that I accommodate Valentina because she does a lot. And you see it. You see it with her volunteers. You even see Justin over there. He's working. Everybody behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Those are
and
the
the great
people that make
people.
everything go afloat. And
who makes
keep
the table
pushing.
look good? Like Susan. Susan is like, she's decorating all the time, making this place look great. And Jenny is watching. She's homesick. I hope you feel
Get
better,
well.
Jenny. We're not worried about
Get
you.
well soon.
Yeah, you better drink that soup. And we're like a family.
Yes.
And this place is beautiful, isn't it?
I
Kind
love
of
this
cute.
It is
place.
beautiful.
Yeah,
This
it's
is my
really
first
nice.
time
Nice.
here, and
Yeah.
I love it. I
And,
love
yes.
the love. You can feel it in the air. And
Yeah.
even coming in, Justin walked me in, and
Well,
it's everyone has a dream,
yeah.
and that dream shouldn't stop. And each one push one. That's what I
Right.
say, and we can all help each other to help these children, and that's what it's really about.
Right.
And
the more you learn, the more you do. And you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that's when things happen.
Right.
But some people have a hard time doing it. But
They do.
It's you obviously will
she
not.
came from Alabama.
She's gonna be a
That's out the
model.
comfort zone.
And to make matters worse, I'm overcoming an upper respiratory infection. I had that last week.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's the
goodness.
stuff that's been trying to keep me from coming here. I
Yeah,
know.
but you
don't
made
let you
Yes.
don't let the devil hold you back because he's
From
alive.
nothing.
God is first, and that's why you're here for a reason. And you coming here and your daughter seeing this, how proud of you they are seeing their mom
mother. Yes.
being interviewed, and you had something accomplished.
Yes.
What do you think that does for them?
Yeah, they
It
learn.
motivates them.
They tell their friends.
Oh yeah, they friends. I was saying they
Now,
go
when
buy
you're
my
my
books.
age,
Yeah.
but when you're my age and you do these crazy things, your daughters say, "What are you doing, Mom? What the hell are you doing there?"
Because it's your passion that keeps you thriving, and they
Yes.
don't understand.
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot to mention that I got an offer to make that like a movie.
God
This
bless.
is a great idea.
Yeah.
You
And,
can make a
it is.
film.
Yeah,
Who,
and
who
then-
gave you that?
The publishing company, they said they partner with somebody, I can't think of the name, in Hollywood. But you got to have money for that. So
Yeah, and you have to have a lawyer
Yeah.
oh yeah.
before you say yes. But this is, but honey, you could actually make your own film of this. It's not that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
And I have learned how to do that now. I'm not doing it yet,
Right.
but I'm in a film right now. And I learned by volunteering for a film festival.
Right.
So if you really were serious about it and you wanted to learn the ropes, go volunteer for your film festival in your town, whatever's closest to you, once. And you're going to be in a room full of filmmakers.
Yes, I would love that.
That's
Yeah,
how
that's
you
it
do
gets
it.
done. Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
how you do it. And you ask questions and you meet people.
Yeah. Social
It's all
network.
about networking. That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
Networking.
You social network until you find the right position, like Valentina's saying, that you
Right.
find the right people to get you to where you want to be with what your vision is
Right.
for your project, And that's all it's about. Never stop dreaming. You never know where that message can land.
Or you get that good email with good news.
That's
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. So what's next? Obviously the modeling. You're going to continue to write. Now, did you have a full-time regular job or you work in a store? Or?
Yeah, I got a full-time job. It's like we make Hondas, and it's called
What are they called?
Alabama Auto Plant.
Yeah, but what do they make?
Hondas, pilots,
Cars.
Cars.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a nice job.
You sell cars or you just
Just
make the
make
car?
we make. It's like a manufacturer.
Oh, so like promoting it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
nice.
like
We actually
that?
make the car.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Oh,
the
so-
Odyssey that you see riding around.
The model.
Yeah, the
itself.
car.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a good job in a good company.
yes, ma'am.
That's
Nice, huh?
great. That's very
To
good.
provide. That's a mom.
Yeah.
That's a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what do you think about all you've done? I mean, like, do you look back and say, "I can't believe that
I'm
I came this
impressed.
far"?
That romance novel, to show people that love exists, and from two people who done been in toxic relationships. Yeah, it's gonna do good.
La
Yeah.
Chica Beavers is watching. She
Hello,
says,
sis.
"Way to go, Candies! We are so proud of you."
Hello.
And Pat Parker Beavers says, "I love you."
Oh, I love you, Mom.
Oh, that's Mom. You should be
Mom.
so proud of this young, beautiful woman.
Very
She's
inspirational.
terrific.
Yeah.
And who thought you were going to be hanging out with a Yankee, one of the Yankee guys?
Yeah, it's God's work, and I'm very proud to see a young lady like yourself doing something positive
Yeah.
and representing your state and what you doing for kids. You should be proud. Your family should be proud, and keep it up, because I'm definitely gonna be showing this off on my social page because
I appreciate it.
I got to meet another co-author.
Because you should give him one.
Yeah, I think I got another one.
In the car?
Oh, he can have that one.
Yeah, okay. I was going to steal it, but I'm going to give it
because
to
this
you. Because you might, you take it, and then she'll get me another one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I can mail it to you. But it's available
mail it to
on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and it's all over the world. It's like
so where do
international.
people get the book for their children? Christmas is coming, and how much is the book on Amazon?
$14.95. Well, it's actually on sale now. And if you got Prime, like Prime membership, you get it for cheaper.
Right. And so where do they go?
They go to Amazon, the website Amazon, or you can just go to Barnes & Noble Books A Million. And it's on any, book website. You can purchase it.
By Candace L. Woods.
And what is your Instagram? What is your Facebook?
My Facebook is just Candace Woods. My Instagram is Candace Woods Author Writer. Well, Candace Woods _author writer.
Very nice. And again, Pat Parker is saying, we are so proud of my girl.
Oh,
she's the greatest. And we are too, honey. Really.
Yes.
And she came all the way from Alabama.
Yes.
So any crazy stories on the plane coming over?
Well, I can share a crazy story from last year.
Okay.
Missed the whole flight. We missed our flight coming from, we was at Times Square. And we missed our flight. We had to buy a whole nother set of plane tickets, and we were not good with timing. As you can see today, it was late to the show.
Well,
but
she
we
called
made
me up and she goes, I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm like, well, you better tell that Uber driver to step on it.
Well, you got to, whenever you come back, them two girls got to go see the historical place in the Bronx that beats, nobody beats this place, not even in the world. Right. And I'm sorry, it's the New York Yankees, Yankee Stadium.
There you go.
They have to come catch a game.
And then you're going to call him because then he's going to introduce you to somebody really special.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
See what I get people to
take
do?
Yankee Stadium. They need to experience that because that place is where safe ground is, where all ethnic groups come together for 3 hours. And total strangers just high-five each other.
Right. It's so
you
friendly.
See the love. Whether the team wins or loses, you just feel the love. And the only thing we just don't like is when opposing fans come with jerseys and, with their team.
Yeah, there's
That's when we can get a little mean. But
Right.
If you're a Yankee fan and you have the same passion for the team, it's a beautiful place for kids to come visit.
Yes.
And these are for you. Everybody gets some bookmarks.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good idea when you get started. That's how you promote your book.
Okay, yes. I got to get bookmarks and stuff.
Yeah, they're really good. And we design them over here on the show. We do a lot of different things here. We really do. We teach a lot of people to do something different.
Right.
And this is for you because you made such a long trip for the girls.
Thank you so
much. You'll be eating some good New York cookies.
Oh, I got one more question.
Sure.
The Candyland thing. So is it do it go on all day? Is it going on now?
No,
not Candyland. I mean cotton candy.
Oh, it's all day.
It's all day. Just go buy a piece of
candy
when you're in the city,
the store.
wherever you're hanging out.
Just buy
Buy a thing of cotton candy
and take a picture and hashtag
take a picture of the girls eating the cotton candy.
Right.
Okay.
Because you're in
National
New York.
Cotton Candy Day.
And it is National Cotton Candy Day. And that could be something,
a memory.
Candy.
Right.
Yeah.
Your candies. You're eating cotton candy, CC, whatever.
Because my nickname was Candy Girl, but my daddy gave me that
there
name.
you go.
So you have to do it. You got to
That's
hashtag
it.
that.
Now you have to do it. Candy Girl, definitely. And it's pink. So maybe you should, change your clothes and wear on something pink when you do it.
Right, exactly.
And you don't have to do it today. You could do it tomorrow. Take the picture. No one's going to know.
Right, exactly.
There's one thing I want to plug in.
Yes.
And that's Angelica Triumphs to my two directors, 848 Management and Dead Pixels. I play a lead role. It's on YouTube. It's called Angelica's Triumph. ANGELICAS. Triumph is TRIUMPH. Is a YouTube series. We're not promoting violence, but I took this lead role because with the director Disco and Jay Rocks, they asked me, because all the things I do for kids with children's literacy and everything, I took this role on, the gangster role, to show kids out there that if you choose this lifestyle, you're going to wind up dead or in jail, and you don't want to be there. Yeah. So me using myself as an example of where this role would lead to, might as well, this is why I do literacy and go and talk to kids in school, because you want to go the right route. Stay in school, respect your parents, respect your peers, don't bully anyone, and go check out Angelica's Triumph because it delivers that message that if you choose this life, it doesn't matter who you are. it has different characters, but every character winds up different decades, whether it's Al Capone, Scarface, it doesn't matter who it is. If you choose that lifestyle, you wind up dead or in jail.
In jail. And Cynthia Denise Hall says, your dad is smiling big so right now.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Candy Girl. That's your new name.
Candy Girl. Yeah.
That's your promotional name. Candy Girl.
That should be your nickname.
Well, they call me Tina Valentina, and I got that name.
You can write that in your book
from somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got it from somebody I met and said you should be when you have your show, Tina Valentina, and I took it. And I never had it before, so since I have the show,
so your real name is
Valentina.
Valentina. Okay.
Right, but when I was growing up, I was Tina.
Okay.
And when I needed to find a job, I needed to look better, so I took my old name back to Valentina. And then no one forgets your name when you're Valentina.
So is that what a pen name is? What they saying about
pen name?
Well, a pen name is when you don't want anyone to know you're the author.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're writing stuff about somebody that...
Like my co-author for the first book is William Kane, and his real name is Michael Christian. So he uses William Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
so you can do that.
It's good to have a name.
It's good,
so you're that's it. You're now Candy Girl.
Candy Girl.
That happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to keep it.
Yeah.
You really do. I mean, I tell people what to do a lot. So.
Yeah.
But it's for the good reason. It's for the right reason.
That's right.
It is. So.
Long Island Breakfast Club.
Yeah, we're still here. 17 years later. Only we grew and grew and grew.
That's right.
So now, what would you like to say to anybody in the audience, or anything you want? I'm giving you the ending song to talk.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to my family, my sisters. They have been a big inspiration to me. They have. I'm been the youngest sister of them, and they have always looked out. Make sure I was protected. And my mom, she's being so strong right now.
It's all right.
Oh, come on. That's all right. You're allowed. Your mom is missing your dad. So, but I'm sure she has all these great daughters to help her.
Our prayers are with you and your family.
She's being strong for the family right now. We lost my grandmother like a week later, and my auntie.
Wow. So it's
three people
losses.
in 1 year. I just commend her for being so strong. She's still holding the family up, and my family is my inspiration. They have always, just helped me be who I am today, and my daughters.
And I want those daughters up here. Come on down. Come on. They're beautiful. Come say hi. One of you come on this side. Come here. You're getting to meet a legend here.
Squeegee.
Look at these beautiful daughters. You have beautiful hair. Yeah. Very nice.
You got a strong mother. You got to take care of.
You guys are going to be going plenty of places, and you're going to have to be helping her everywhere she goes with the books and the pens.
Yeah, because I've been invited to a book fair in London.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're going to go.
I'm going.
You're taking them with you.
I'm going to try. The plane tickets are expensive.
Look at the
Put them in the luggage. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so that's a wrap, guys. And now we're going to take some pictures.
Yep, yes. Thank you. Thank you.